Okay. What I see about these dogs are literally the only dog that I know that when they grow up are still puppies.
Really?
They just
come here.
act
Wait,
and feel and
wait.
be like puppies.
Whippy, come here. Yes, there you
Are
go.
they like a
He's a
15-year kind of
he's a
lifespan?
No, their average is about 8 years. They
8
don't
years.
live. Yeah, they don't live that long. However, we're breeding for health and longevity, so we have a number of them that are 10, 11, 12, 13. We even had our first 14-year-old
Wow.
that we just lost her.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
hey, so we're getting there.
Do you guys do any training then, or just
Basic obedience.
simple things?
Just enough to keep them in line.
Yeah,
Well,
sounds
and-
good.
Well, then they do pull carts, so we do some drafting with them.
Hey, come on over
Then
here.
when people go on vacation that get dogs from them, they board them here.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we have these guys all over the country.
so what are the dogs used for? They're used for boarding, but I mean, are they? What are they?
Well,
What
they
was their
were
function
they're
back in the day?
They're from Switzerland, from the canton of Bern. That's
Okay.
where they get their name. And they're originally farm dogs. The farmer's right hand. They pull carts, they herd, and the way they herd, they bump with their nose. So if you're on the computer, have Poppy watch out.
They're
They'll
always
get bumped.
bumping.
Yeah,
Oh,
they,
really?
they don't nip and bark like some breeds do, for herding. And then they're also watch dogs. They let you know if something's going on, but
Got
they're
it.
not aggressive. They're not guard dogs or
Whippy.
super territorial.
Whippy,
They just
Whippy.
keep an eye on.
Teasing them.
hey, Whippy,
Yeah, he is.
come here. Well, there's two girls in there.
So he's
just
flirting.
coming of age.
Anything with skirts.
He's learning his special
Yeah,
purpose.
sure.
So anyway, that's what they do, and they call them gentle giants, and they say the first 3 years is a young dog, the second 3 years is a good dog, and then the last 3 years
He's an old dog.
yeah, and then
Anything beyond that is
beyond
a
9
blessing.
years.
It's a blessing. Got it.
Yeah.
So this is the 1.5-year-old.
No,
he's
he's
seven.
the seven.
He's 7.
Yeah.
He's the retired type.
Yeah, he's pretty laid back.
Pretty
he gets
mellow.
excited and then he goes, "Okay, I'll sit on your foot.
It's not worth it.
He's like, I'm tired.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll just hang out."
And
Cool.
we're on our 7th generation of
Oh wow.
Whippy, hey,
breeding
Whip,
right now.
come
so-
here.
What
Come
he's
here.
doing right now is the sign to me of a good dog.
Come
He's
here.
laying on your foot.
And this guy's how old?
Let's see how he lays
This is
on
a year
your
and a
foot.
half.
A year and a half.
And we'll put them back.
That's a
away
good
pretty
dog.
How do you easily tell which is which? They do look somewhat familiar to me.
Yeah,
Similar, I
sometimes
mean.
I get confused.
Okay, good. All right, I was gonna say.
With these two guys, they're very, very similar. Usually there's
He
smoke.
doesn't have as much white on the tip of his tail.
Okay.
Just chewing it off.
And you yell their name and hope one of them comes.
Yeah, exactly.
His head's a little
That's-
bit broader,
Okay.
But marking wise, they're
but
very
yeah,
similar.
these two are really close.
And color-wise, obviously, they're black and
This
brown
is,
and white.
This is traditional.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the traditional marking.
There are. There they are. Yeah. Here's all those puppies. Oh, boy. There.
So are all these guys sold? You said?
What's that?
Are these all sold already?
Yeah.
or- Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Before
yeah,
they're
they
born,
all have
basically?
families waiting for them.
Cool.
Yeah, we have about 80 families on our list right now.
And wow,
I quit taking names because we just can't keep up.
how old are these guys?
They're 6.5 weeks, so they got a week and a half, and then they
They're
go
pretty
home.
fun at 6 weeks. I mean,
Yeah, right between 6 and 7 is when they turn from babies into puppies, and between 6 and 8 is really they're curious about people and they're getting confident, and
Yep.
yes, you want to be petted, don't you? You want to be petted, don't
Do they
you?
eat like constantly, or would they eat constantly if they had unlimited food?
No, they'll pretty much eat to their fill and then stop. But we kind of measure out what they need to have per day. They actually get fed 4 times a day
Or really? Okay.
right now, and then next week they'll go down to 3 times a day, and they'll stay at that for
Are
about
they
almost a
milk
year.
or what do they drink? What are they eating?
We feed them a dog food called Origin. It's
Okay.
Origin large breed puppy food.
Okay.
And that food originally came from Canada. It's a non-GMO, all natural food.
Cool.
And
So they
So-
roughhouse plenty, just like any kind of kid, any puppies. They'll just tackle each other and play
Yeah.
constantly.
yep,
This is one litter.
yep.
Yeah, there are 8 puppies in here. 7 boys and 1 girl.
Is that uncommon to have it one gender
No,
so
you never
heavy?
know what you're going to get. Now, the last litter we had have 2 girls and 5 boys, so it's been heavy on the boys.
Have you ever had one of the same gender? A litter of all 7
All 7
girls or boys? Or?
You know, we had.
I don't think so.
No, I think we did have one litter that was. We had 2 litters back to back with a girl, and one litter was like 8 girls and 1 boy, and then the next time it was 8 boys and 1 girl.
Funny.
That was just
So
crazy.
random.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And so these guys now, their markings are so close that we actually colored their tails.
I was
You
gonna
can see
say,
the colors.
Yeah.
So we could tell them apart at a glance. I mean, we can know their markings are a little bit different, you know, so you can kind of tell if you know. But at a glance, I can tell you which one's which because of the tail.
This reminds me of my house.
Yeah.
Rough housing and tackling. I have a 1-year-old, so we play plenty. Do they have personalities kind of at this age still?
They're starting to come out right now.
Okay.
Yeah, about 6 and 7 weeks is when you really see who they are. Before that, you might have one that's we have 2 boys that are always out in front. They're in the front all the time, so we know they're alpha personalities. The other ones, though, today, there are a couple more that are alpha types, too.
Okay.
So, just a few days makes a big difference in the maturity.
So about 6, they got little sharp teeth now.
Got it.
So, and they bite, you know, their bite is pretty sharp. By the time they're 8 weeks after biting at each other and being bit and biting
turkey
others, they
drumstick.
learn how to bite soft. So that's the important part of the last 2 weeks of litter socialization is that they learn how to be a dog in a pack.
Huh.
So if they go home too early, they don't get that.
Then they're not as confident.
I see some of these, now that we've talked some about the subtleties of their colors and the wide heads, and some of them have, like, this guy's got a very white patch on his forehead, the rest of some of these guys don't have it as pronounced.
And
Yep,
dark and
yep.
blazes.
Those are the subtle differences. They'll have a bigger blaze on their forehead or a bigger nose band.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll find dogs that have, you know, they'll have one white foot and the other's brown.
Oh.
Or they'll have more white up the side of the foot.
Look at this. I mean, even this guy, the same
Yep.
dog, has 2 different types
Yep,
of
his feet are a
collars.
little bit different, so
Yeah.
you can kind of tell, you know. Sometimes you'll get 2 of them that are so close that you
I don't
can't
know.
hardly tell them apart.
Right.
And then
See, like this guy here, the big white paw on the front.
Yep.
That's Camaro. These are named after cars.
I like your style.
Yeah.
It's a
So
muscle car.
these
It's
are
the
muscle
muscle car
cars.
litter.
That's
Yeah.
the Camaro.
Every litter has a different name.
This is the Corvette here.
Uh-huh.
Shelby's a little girl there.
Shelby, that's Shelby. That's the one girl, the purple tail. That yellow one there, that's the Firebird. And that's the one over there. This is the Dodge Charger. That's Charger. That's the Corvette. The green tail, that's GTO.
Okay. Do the 2 alphas, or the ones that have that personality, do they not get along then, or do they just...
Oh no, they get along at this point. It's just that they're a little more feisty.
Are they?
Up the front, they're the ones off exploring.
I see what you're
first.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What are you thinking?
That's true. I don't live here.
Are you talking
Do
to
they
us?
play with these balls a lot, or they just mix and match with activities?
With people here, they want people to be interactive. When they're in here, they'll have all the toys over in the shavings, chewing on them.
Like this guy's just biting the tail, like, yeah, let's see if this happens.
Get your ear a bit.
They can get kind of mean with each other.
They're just testing the territory, I guess.
You can be a little bully.
Well, if you want, we can.
I'll open this gate.
If
We'll
you
let
Yep.
'em-
Here they come.
Hey, puppies!
Yeah, puppies. Come on, puppies.
Hey!
Hey, come on, puppies. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, you too!
Yeah.
Sorry.
You get caught in there?
I like their style.
Come on. No, you don't need
This
to.
is round 2. Let's see how stuck I can
What's
get.
going in there?
Come on, puppies. Come on, puppies. Go outside. Come on, puppies. Come on, puppies. Come on, we go outside.
They're
Come
like,
on,
ooh, a
come on,
fan.
puppies.
Interesting.
Come on, puppy, 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 puppy. Come on, puppy, puppy, puppy.
Puppy, puppy, puppy. Come on, puppies. Come on, puppies.
They're like,
Come on.
back to chewing.
Yeah, yeah. Come on. Come see us.
So is it only until recently that they wouldn't just run down the street once you let them out of that pen, out of the cage?
The
or-
big dogs?
No, these guys.
Oh,
like
these
they
guys.
seem to be in love with you. I mean, they
Yeah,
just stay.
they won't go too far.
Oh, babies won't go.
Oh, babies
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And even as a big dog, these guys they're not wanderers too much.
I see.
These guys are